Hi. So I just finished juicing. And when I finish juicing, there's a lot of pulp that's left over. And I just don't want to waste the pulp because there's just so many nutrients in that pulp. We have all the fiber and some of the vitamins and minerals that the pulp contains. And typically we just throw it out. I'm going to give you a tip today, 10 minutes tip on what to do with your juice pulp. Okay, here we go. So, do you see all my ingredients? Does it give you a hint? Are you getting excited? You should. So, what I do is I actually make carrot cake muffins out of my juice pulp. But instead of using carrots, I actually use the juice pulp as the substitute ingredients for my carrot cake muffins. Let's get started. So it's very simple. Find a carrot cake muffin recipe by Googling, just Googling carrot cake muffin and get a nice simple recipe. We like to do things very simply so then we can move on with what we have to do for the day. So the recipe that I chose for today requires flour. So it's 1.5 cups. There we go. Some baking soda, cinnamon, salt. I use sea salt. It also asks for, it calls for sugar, but I'm not going to use sugar. I'm going to instead use granulated monk fruit. I love it. The texture, the taste, it's very similar to sugar, but it's not sugar. Now, we're going to have all those ingredients, stir them together. I like using a whisk. I find a whisk for me, it just kind of blends it all nice and neat together. I'm going to whisk it real quick. There we go, until everything is nice and blended together. Once it's blended together, now I'm going to add all of the liquid ingredients, and that includes our eggs. The recipe I used, it calls for 2 large eggs, vanilla extract, and a 1/2 cup of oil. Now, instead of oil, I'm going to use butter because I like the flavor of butter more than I do with oil. And with that, we're going to stir it until all the ingredients of the dry and liquids, oops, I got a little bit over there, trying to rush. So all the liquids, everything's going to get nice and combined together. Okay. Now, according to my recipe, once that combines together, that's when I can add my pulp, and I'm going to add some raisins. I love raisins. And I'm also going to add some walnuts. The recipe calls for walnuts. I use a mallet to crush my walnuts in a Ziploc bag. My goodness, look at the colors, look at the textures. I love it. So the juice pulp this time is actually from juicing carrots and beets and green apple. And sometimes I actually have the pulp from pineapple, but today that's what this combination is going to be all about. Okay. All right. Let's see how it comes out. Okay, they were all done. Let me show you. Smells amazing. I can smell the cinnamon, the raisins. I just want to take a bite. Here we go. Mmm. Oh my goodness. It's so delicious. It is so delicious. Everyone, please, you have to try. It's full of fiber, the nutrients from the carrots, raisins, walnuts, getting your essential fatty acids, your omegas. It's just really, really good. It's so tasty and hearty. Try it. Let me know what you think. Enjoy and stay well, my friends.